What's going on, guys? Jake here from Chief Live Gaming today with another battle report. It's a viewer votes report in a massive 3250 per side game. We've got Chaos Demons versus Space Wolves for you today. As a reminder, head down into the description, click the link, vote for the next viewer votes battle report. I want to see what you guys want to see in the battle reports. So let's take a look at the armies. Here is my 3250 points of Chaos Demons today. So what we have is a Combined Arms Detachment, a Murderhorde, a Chaos Knight Paladin, and an Infernal Tetrad. So just get a little bit of a zoom in here on the Paladin back there. We've got the 4 Demon Princes in the Infernal Tetrad and the Murderhorde right here. So for the Murderhorde composition, I went with 2 groups of Blood Crushers, 4 groups of 5 Fleshhounds, 2 groups of 10 Bloodletters, and then led by a Herald. I gave him the locus of Rage, for so that's the one where everybody within 12 inches gets Rage if they're part of his formation. And then if you're within 6 inches of another unit from the formation, you get another attack, so that should be fun. And that's the Murderhorde. And then you need an auxiliary choice for the formations, and that's just a group of 5 Chaos Furies here. So from there we have a Combined Arms Detachment led by a Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. Big meanie back there. For the 2 troops choices, I went with a group of 10 Plague Bearers, 16 Pink Horrors, 2 groups of 3 Plague Drones. Looks like they took a little bit of a nosedive there. And let's see, that should be it for the Combined Arms. So I just wanted to get the Plague Drones in, kind of fill up the points, and the Knight is in that Combined Arms Detachment also. So that'll bring me up to 3250. The Warlord of my army is going to be the Demon Prince of Tzeentch, and I'm going to roll on the Tzeentch table for his Warlord trait. So that means that all of the Demon Princes will get that Warlord trait. We'll have to see what it is. So that's it, guys. 3250 of Demons. Let's take a look at the Space Wolves.
What's up, guys? It's Dirk here, Space Wolf player for the battle report today. I brought 3 separate detachments in the middle. I have a Drake Slayer's Legendary Great Pack, and then their auxiliary choice is the Spear of Russ on the left over there. And then I also brought a Combined Arms Detachment to bring in a few extra things that wouldn't fit in the Great Pack. So, leading the Great Pack, we have Crom. Some snipers behind him, 6 long fangs with missile launchers in a Las Plaz Razorback. There's 5 Terminators, 5 Grey Hunters in a Heavy Bolter Razorback. Got 5 more Grey Hunters in another Heavy Bolter Razorback. These guys have a plasma gun. These guys up front, in front of them, have a Melta gun and a Combi Melta. There is a Land Speeder with Typhoon Missile Launcher and Heavy Bolter. 5 Blood Claws in another Las Plaz Razorback. 5 more Blood Claws, Flamer and Power Fist in Storm Wolf. And then the Spear of Russ consists of Land Raider. I can never remember if it's Crusader or Redeemer. It's the one with the heavy bolt, or the Hurricane Bolters and the Assault Cannon. It does have the multi-Melta upgrade. Whirlwind and Vindicator. Of course, that's led by the Iron Priest right in the middle. And then my Combined Arms Detachment led by a Wolf Priest, 5 Wulfen. First time I've used them, so we'll see how that goes. 5 Sky Claws, 2 Melty Guns, and a Power Fist. 2 5-man tack squads. For the troops choices, 1 with a Plasma Gun, 1 with a Melty Gun. 5 Thunderwolf Cavalry. Really the first time I've used them as well. See how that goes. They are armed, 1 with a Thunderhammer Storm Shield, the other 2 have Frost Axes and Storm Shields. And then behind them we have a Venerable Dreadnought with the Great Wolf Axe and the Blizzard Shield coming down in a drop pod. First time I've used him in that configuration as well, so hopefully he lives long enough to actually do something. So that's it, 3250 on the nose, Space Wolves.
We just set up the board. This is what we went with. We rolled for deployment and got Dawn of War. The mission type, I forget the name, it's the one where you have 3 cards in your hand and you draw up to 3 every turn, able to discard 1. So what you guys see here, these bastions are not actual bastions. We're just going to count them as ruined buildings. All the other buildings are going to be ruins, so 4 up cover. The towers have no entry points, so they're just going to be accessible by flying MCs or jump infantry. Same with the bastions. We're just using them as like kind of WYSIWYG kind of situation. So I've got this awesome building on this side of the table, making a guest appearance at the Chief Live Gaming table today. And it's a pretty condensed board. We wanted to kind of break up the line of sight. We do have a lot of shooting to contend with on the Space Wolf side, as well as Imperial Knight, obviously, for the Chaos. So that's a look at the board. We're going to set up, place objectives, and come back to you guys and show you one last time. Alright guys, look at this massive deployment. 3,250 points, all on the board with the Demons. I have never deployed this much stuff. What a crazy game this is going to be. We've got kind of a Demon Prince MC line on this side. I don't know.
What's the opposite of a refused flank? Loaded flank? That's a loaded flank.
A loaded flank, yeah, there we go. On this side. And I just kind of saw that it was a little bit weaker over here. Thought maybe I could try to like sweep around on this side. And then we've got some absolute nastiness on this side. So this is the formation that lets you do all kinds of stuff, like Power of the Machine Spirit, giving what you said, like Monster Hunter and stuff like that.
So any the Vindicator or the Whirlwind, which is tucked behind there, if they're within 12 inches of the Land Raider, that you have Power of the Machine Spirit automatically, and then within 6 inches of the Iron Priest, sorry, I can hand out either Monster Hunter, Tank Hunter, Preferred Enemy, or Precision Shots.
Oh man, yeah. So that's nastiness there, and so Power of the Machine Spirit basically means they can move 12 and then still shoot, right? Like
yes,
fully.
He will still be able to fire his big gun.
Okay, so I was kind of looking at that, and I'm like, you know, we're going over there. I don't know. We'll see how that works. The Knight's in the middle, and we've got kind of the Murder Horde spread out here, hopefully tying up some of that stuff. But it's just going to be a bloodbath, guys. This game is just so absolutely nasty. We just wanted to bring a huge army on either side of the table and give you guys a good show. So let's see how it goes. We did roll for C's, and I did not seize. So it's going to be Space Wolves going first. And let's see, what infiltrated? Just these scouts here.
So they have a line on some non-flying demon.
Yeah, some nasty shots into the Demon Prince line. And I elected not to scout move any of my Flesh Hounds.
After he moved them around a whole bunch.
Yeah, I waffled on that one for sure.
Most of my stuff has Monster Hunter too.
That is really big.
Right.
Yep. So we've got a lot of shots coming in. Also I did roll on the Tzeentch Warlord trait, and I got the one that reduces weapon skill and ballistic skill of enemies targeting my Demon Prince. So that of course means huge. That all 4 Demon Princes will have a nice little safety net that'll hopefully keep them a little bit more safe. Alright guys, we'll come back to you after Space Wolf's turn 1. Okay guys, Space Wolves just had their first turn. He drew up objective 2, Blood and Guts, and Dath.
Oath.
Oh, that looks like a D. Oath of Vengeance. So, the line is advanced. The rumbling of the machines as the Land Raider, the Vindicator, all the rhinos move forward. We had a drop pod scatter back a little, originally wanted to be forward, and a dreadnought spilling out. The shells rain down, and we have a lot less. In this area here, we took some whirlwind shots, some Vindicator shots, some missile launchers, all kinds of things. We lost 1 plague drone, a unit of Chaos Bloodletters, and other than that, we weathered the fire pretty well. Moving over.
I think we lost 1 hound.
One hound, so 3 wounds to the unit. We lost a single wound on the Prince of Tzeentch and the Prince of Slaanesh. But other than that, the subtracting ballistic skill helped. Really helped me out. So he ended up with first blood and a single point for objective 2, which he had underneath that Vindy back there, or that whirlwind. So bringing the score 2 for the Space Wolves, 0 for the Chaos Demons. Let's move in.
Haven't gone yet, so to be
to Chaos. Yeah, their first turn. Let's see if we can return some of the pains.
Psychic phase, so.
We'll see you guys in a second. Just had my first turn. I drew Objective 5, Ascendancy, which is Control 3, and Objective 1. So this is the board. After my first turn, we kind of shuffled around. The demons are advancing. On the left flank, we have the Plague Drones nested up in the tower. The Blood Crushers ready to flank around on the left. Plague Bearers holding strong on Objective 4. In this side of the board, the Princes moved up. Took out a single Rhino there. Or was that a Razorback?
It was a Razorback.
It was a Razorback. Triumphantly posed there. He's in a little bit of trouble. Anyway, he's down to 2 wounds, the Slaneshi Prince. And basically what I wanted to do was hold 3 points for Ascendancy, which was 3, 5, charge those in to take out the Land Speeder, and then 4 back here. So I did score 2. I rolled a 2 with the D3, and then got 5 for 3 total points. I'm going to hold on to Objective 1, which is there. I think we can swing around and grab that next turn. Let's see. The Knight charged in and got the Land Raider, but now the Wulfen spilled out, which are threatened themselves. I wanted to try to tie up the Venerable Knot with these Hounds, but failed the charge, unfortunately. And other than that, not a whole lot of action. The Warp Storm table, I rolled a double 1, and actually ended up taking some wounds for the Demonic Instability test on my Slanesh Prince. So not great, and kind of just poised. I'm ready for the Thunderwolves, seeing what moves up on this side. Moving into Space Wolves. Turn 2. Cards drawn. Hold the Line and Blood and Guts, as well as I think an objective card. Looks like Objective 6 that was not scored, so we discarded it. A lot of stuff went down this turn, so I'll give you a quick pan. A little bit more pushed back than I would like to be here. We have some combat on this side of the table, heroically staying alive. The single Blood Crusher
Didn't do a single wound.
is holding in line. The Knight facing off with the Wulfen. This did not go as expected. The Wulfen didn't get any wounds through. Then I didn't get any wounds through with my Strength D or the Stomps. Nothing went through on either side, and we're locked in combat there. So we have more combat. The Wolves, the Thunderwolves, came through, asserting their dominance as cavalry on this battlefield. Absolutely annihilated my Blood Crushers that were sitting there, and I think that was it for combats on this side. Oh, we did have some friends in the back lines here. 5 Terminators deep striking in.
Demon of Slanesh. Demon Prince
Oh,
of
yep,
Slanesh.
the Slanesh Prince. Taken out by a lot of shooting that you might not be able to see very well. Kind of tucked back on this side of the board. Able to bring him down. So, you scored, you said 2 more points?
2 more points, I'm at 4.
4 to 3, heading into Demons turn 2 and the bottom of turn 2. Let's see what we can make happen. Bottom of turn 2, I drew up these 3 cards. Objective 1, no prisoners, and Kingslayer. A lot happened this turn. We had a lot of combat. The Knight taken down by the Wulfen, slaying the Knight without taking a single casualty. He tipped over backwards, killing one of his own, and the Apocalyptic Mega Blast was not able to exact revenge on the Wulfen. Those are absolutely terrifying. If an Imperial Knight can't deal with them, I don't know, man. Intense. We have... I kind of blocked out the Terminators on this side and charged everything else I had into these Thunderwolves and did exactly enough wounds to take them out. Consolidated up this way. The Demon Prince of Nurgle charged. There was a unit hanging out there, came through. We kind of went this way, took out some chassis, some Rhino chassis, and then flew the drones in for Objective 1. Leaving us, I scored an additional 6 points that turn I rolled, because I actually did get the D3 plus 3 on that card. So, let's see, it's 9 points on my end to, what do you have? 4, I think?
4.
4, moving into Space Wolves. Turn 3. The cards drawn for Space Wolves turn 3. Secure objective 2, hungry for glory, and hunt with cunning. So he basically wanted to get a challenge, was able to do so, and look at, guys, look at how thin this board is. I've weathered 3 turns of the Space Wolves, and I am getting down in the unit count. The Wulfen are just cutting a swath through my demon lines. The Demon Prince of Khorne has fallen, leaving me with the Nurgle Prince and the Tzeentch Prince remaining out of the Infernal Tetrad. On this side of the board, we're very thin on both fronts, both teams here. The Plague Drones got lucky and were able to weather the answering shot from the Vindicator. It scattered too far and did not get any instant death through. So we've got something to deal with here. This Wulfen pack, I do not have an answer for them. So I'm going to have to run gloriously away in the other direction. We have Crom, the Warlord, in combat here. And can you think of anything else that really happened?
Not really. It was, yeah. A lot of stuff happened. Wulfen actually do well when you put them up against the right units.
They should have killed that knight the first turn, I think.
They should have, with as many dice as they rolled. I mean, they wiped them out the second turn with less dice. So.
Right. So, I mean, they are an absolute monster threat for me to deal with now. And you scored
so
up to 7, you said?
Up to 7.
And I'm at 9. Let's see what we draw, what we can do in Demons turn 3. Drawing up objectives in my card and my turn. Objective 3, Blood and Guts and Big Game Hunter. Again, on this side of the board, we're pretty thin, so not a whole lot happening. We moved up the Plague Drones just in a little bit better of a position and are posturing for the response from the Space Wolves. The Demon Prince flew in, got his Nova off, was able to do some wounds, sprinkled into the units there. This combat, I wiped out the single Marine that was left fighting, and now we're locked in with the mighty Crom, who should clean us up here pretty quickly. We did flip this vehicle with the Flesh Hounds. What was that? Blood Claws?
Nope, those Grey Hunters.
Grey Hunters there were taken out.
Took out a dog in response, but
they did take out the Flesh Hound. And then the Nurgle Prince was able to make it into combat here, killing all but one scout who was holding combat gloriously against this massive Demon Prince. So I was able to score the 3 points for the cards. I rolled the D3 and got 1, bringing my total to 12 to 8, you said? 7. 12 to 7. Moving into, this will be the top of turn 4. Such a bloody game. Excellent stuff. Turn 4 for the Space Wolves. Cards drawn. Hold your ground. Objective 5 and Objective 4. He ended up scoring 5 and nothing else. 8 points for you.
8 to 12.
12 points for the Demons. The tides have turned, folks. We lost everything here except for these 2 hounds that are miraculously holding this combat. I don't know what they've been eating, but apparently Space Wolves are amping them up to stay in combat there. We've lost some Plague Drones over here,
Both units
thinned out, and we took some whirlwind shots, held on with the Plague Bearers in the back on Objective 4. And I basically, what we've decided is I'm just going to run away and try not to get tabled.
That's what you decided.
And try not to get tabled because I'm up 12 to 8,
Yep.
and I'm just going to kind of fly
Unfortunately,
around.
that gives me a chance to start coming back on score.
Right, you've got a bunch of turns to do so, so we'll see what happens.
D3 and I can be back.
Nicely played with the game here. Let's see how it goes, guys. Moving into Demons turn 4. This is turn 4 for the Demons in the bottom of turn 4. I drew these cards. Touched by the Warp, meaning I had to manifest a Psychic Spell, 2 points for manifesting from a Tzeentch Psyker. The Great Game, simplified, basically means I roll a d6, whatever number I roll, if I control that many objectives, I get that many points, and objective number 2. So, again, the strategy, the general game plan is to run the hell away and stay alive and stop getting tabled. So, we tried to move this way. I think they're going to get run down. We put both princes in the air, moved them this way. I did manifest some powers. I tried to gloriously get the Strength D shot into that flyer there. I manifested it and then missed with the spell. I rolled a 1 on the Witch Fire.
Witch Fire powers.
Yeah, weapon skill, ballistic skill 9 on the Demon Princes or something too. But that happens. And then, this is interesting. Warp Storm table. I rolled an 11, added 1 to make it 12, and was able to summon Plague Bearers, and I deep struck them. I tried to deep strike them onto this tower, and they scattered into here, which is really nice to keep me from getting tabled. And then, I rolled a 2 for this freaking card, and I hold 2 objectives, so I got 4 points, bringing me up to 16.
To 8.
To 8. Unbelievably lucky.
To 10. I have 10, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, then 16 to 10. Just an unbelievably lucky turn. Hopefully we can stay alive and not get tabled. We'll see what happens. In Space Wolves, turn 5. Turn 5 for the Space Wolves. Cards drawn. Heroes of Fenris, which is challenge something. Witch Hunter, kill a Psyker, and Unleash the Wolves, which is kill something in close combat.
Yep.
And so this was the point for Unleash the Wolves. He charged in, murdered the wolves that could not get away. Consolidated back. The Nurgle and Tzeentch princes successfully evaded all of the incoming fire from the Stormwolf gunship, or Storm Raven. Stormwolf, right?
Stormwolf, yep.
Stormwolf. This charge was failed, keeping the unit of Plague Bearers alive on Objective 4. They weathered the shots from the Whirlwind, and we weathered the shot from the Vindy on this side. So, looking like I might be able to keep my units on the board. We'll see what happens in Chaos Demons, turn 5. So turn 5 for the Demons. In the bottom of turn 5, I drew Domination, behind enemy lines, and secure Objective 4. So Objective 4 is here. I was able to get that. And behind enemy lines, I flew the drone up onto the tower, and he's still within 12 inches, giving me another point. And that brings me up to 18 total. The Prince, I feel bad about this, but he's just hiding in the corner. Giving him that, shrouded 2-up Jinx save is pretty nasty. It's a good unit to have when you're trying not to get tabled. And other than that, we got the 2 points, and I'm just kind of holding on, seeing if I can live. So we're going to roll right now on a 4-up to see if the game continues. On a 4-up, it does go an additional turn. Nope. Game is over. So that'll be it. 18 to 12?
11.
18 to 11. Let's do a left-handed here.
Awkward.
Good game, Dirk. That was a brutal bloodbath of a game. The Wulfen, man. First game I've seen Wulfen, and they performed as expected. Cutting a swath. First through the night, although it took them a turn longer than I expected.
Yeah, that hurt. If that would have happened a turn sooner, that could have...
I think that was kind of pivotal, actually.
Yeah. They whiffed. They did nothing to the night for
up through a Nurgle or a Khorne Demon Prince down here, and then just cleaning up small units in this side of the board. So they went right through the middle, just like they're meant to do, buffing their comrades, cutting through the demons, and just glorious. What a good game. Any thoughts, Dirk, to add?
That was a brutal one. There was a lot of death and destruction. I feel like I have a lot more on the board. I should be able to do more, but there's nothing I can do.
I think the cards, man. Like I drew lucky. The Warp Storm, I got 2 pretty good Warp Storm results throughout the game that really helped me out.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was the Warp. The summoning. Yeah, still I couldn't have taken out.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if that would have changed much, but man. 3250. It's the biggest game I've ever played.
Yeah, me too.
I
liked it. I liked the big game. You have a lot of different things to do. It's not you don't feel so bad losing one unit.
Right, your big toys that get taken out, you have more. Right. You have more to bring, and it's a great way to get the Infernal Tetrad on the table for Chaos players. I was able to bring a Knight, a Greater Demon, and an Infernal Tetrad amongst a lot of other little supportive demons in that Murderhorde. So that's it, guys. Again, viewer votes. You guys voted for a lot of the details of this battle report. Head down into the description, click the link, head over to my website, vote for the next battle report. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye now.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do battle reports, tactica, painting tutorials, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to get even more involved, you can check out my website, chieflivegaming.com. There's a big gallery there. You can vote on polls to interact with my battle reports and all kinds of other good stuff. So I hope to see you guys there, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye now.